The following message is transmitted at the request of the Metropolitan Police Department of the District of Columbia. A mysterious and dangerous situation is currently taking place in Washington, D.C. and surrounding areas. At approximately 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, several reports of an unknown blue gas and fireworks have been received throughout the entire District of Columbia, as well as surrounding cities, including Alexandria and Darlington, Virginia. It is unknown why this gas is present in these fireworks, but police will investigate the situation. In addition, reports of people that have seen the fireworks coughing or vomiting blood have been received. It is believed that this gas is toxic in nature, but this cannot be confirmed at this time. As a precaution, all residents within a 10-mile radius of Washington, D.C. are strongly advised to return to your homes immediately and shelter in place. To shelter in place, close and lock all windows and doors, turn off all heating and air conditioning systems, close all fireplace dampers, and seal all cracks in doors and windows with tape or damp towels. Please stay tuned to local media outlets for more information on the situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Metropolitan Police Department and the D.C. Department of Health. Many hospitals across Washington, D.C. are currently overflowing with patients coming in with similar symptoms. People coming into hospitals have shown the following symptoms: nausea, coughing or vomiting blood, high fever, headache, confusion, seizures, psychosis, and changes in behavior. If left untreated, it can cause death by multi-organ failure. It has been confirmed that these people came into contact with the blue gas, which was present in fireworks 30 minutes ago. This gas has been confirmed to be toxic, and is containing an unknown extremely dangerous chemical agent. In addition, the blue gas from these fireworks is spreading around Washington, D.C. As a precaution, the D.C. Department of Health is strongly discouraging the use of fireworks due to this situation. All residents within a 10-mile radius of D.C. are still advised to shelter in place. Close and lock all windows and doors, turn off all heating and air conditioning systems, close all fireplace dampers, and seal all cracks on doors and windows with tape or damp towels. If you or a loved one is experiencing one or more of the previously mentioned symptoms, try to take yourself or that person to the hospital, as hospitals across the D.C. metro area are quickly filling up by the second. If your local hospital is full, go to a doctor's office for treatment. Do not go outside for any reason, as you may be exposing yourself to the gas. Please stay tuned to local media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation. Civil danger for Washington, D.C. and surrounding areas. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Metropolitan Police Department. Residents of Washington, D.C., lock all of your doors immediately. At approximately 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, reports of people that have been exposed to the blue gas spreading around D.C. exhibiting violent and aggressive behavior have been coming in all throughout D.C. and surrounding areas. These people are attacking and killing anyone they see in their path, mainly by beating them to death. Most of these people have escaped out of hospitals throughout the D.C. metropolitan area. It is unknown why these people are exhibiting such homicidal aggression, but it is mainly due to the gas altering the person's mind and driving them to physically attack anyone on sight. As a precaution, all residents of Washington, D.C. are strongly advised to seek shelter immediately. Find a room in the lowest level in your house, especially an interior room with little or no entrances to the outside. Close and lock all windows and doors, turn off all heating and air conditioning systems, close all fireplace dampers, and seal up all cracks on doors and windows with tape or damp towels. Take food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, a fully charged cell phone, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries, to last you for the duration of this emergency. The military has been dispatched to the area to deal with this situation. Do not approach these people as they are considered extremely dangerous. They will attack and kill anyone on sight. If one of the people exposed by the gas come into your home, use armed protection by all means. This includes lethal force. Do not go outside. If you do so, you may be attacked or exposed to the gas yourself, and you could start committing crimes against humanity. If you are caught outside, you will be immediately executed by the military. Tune into local media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Metropolitan Police Department. At approximately 9:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, several reports have been coming in of the people exposed to the gas attacking and killing civilians all over Washington, D.C. have collapsed, fallen into a coma, and are going through several transformations. These transformations include the sharpening of the fingernails, toenails, and teeth, growing of muscle on the body, the eyes changing to red, white, or blue, and the loss of hair on the body. These people will be monitored for more changes. The blue gas is still spreading around Washington, D.C., and is responsible for these people exhibiting aggressive behavior and going through these transformations. All residents of Washington, D.C. are strongly advised to remain in your shelters at this time. Stay away from anyone that is collapsed or is going through these transformations. If anyone near you falls into a coma or goes under these transformations, get away from them immediately and call 911 for medical assistance. Do not call 911 unless it is an actual emergency, as the 911 system is being overwhelmed with calls due to this situation. Stay tuned to this station for more information on this dangerous situation. Civil danger for Washington, D.C. and surrounding areas. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Metropolitan Police Department. At approximately 10:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the people that fell into a coma across Washington, D.C. have woken up from their transformations and have turned into mysterious creatures. These creatures are currently roaming around Washington, D.C., attacking and killing anyone they see in their path, and are causing massive damage to property in the city. They have the following characteristics: red, white, or blue skin, razor-sharp teeth, razor-sharp claws, massively increased muscle mass, extreme speed and strength, red, white, or blue glowing eyes, and have no mercy for any living human. These creatures attack and kill people in many ways, including beating, biting, scratching, mauling, or mutilating their victims. These creatures have also been seen as tall as 50 feet. All residents of Washington, D.C. are strongly advised to remain in your shelters with all of your windows and doors locked. Do not approach these creatures as they are considered extremely dangerous. They will attack and kill anyone on sight. If one of these creatures enter your shelter, use armed protection by all means, including lethal force. Do not go outside. If you do so, you will be brutally killed by these creatures. If you are caught outside, you will immediately be executed by the military. The military has been dispatched to deal with this situation. Tune into local media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation. This is an emergency action notification, requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS operating handbook for a national-level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WDOP. We will continue to serve the Washington, D.C. area. If you are not in this local area, tune now into stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Washington, D.C. area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. We interrupt our regular programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is WDOP. We will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions for the Washington, D.C. area. If you are not in the Washington, D.C. area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your area. It is important that you listen carefully to announcements from the station in your local area. Stand by. The President of the United States, or his designated representative, will be speaking shortly.
The following message has been given authorization for release at the request of myself, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the United States government. Effective as of 1:15 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. I regret to inform the citizens of the United States, especially on the 4th of July, except for the Eastern and Central time zones, that a terrorist attack is currently taking place against the United States. Terrorists from an unknown country have put an unknown, highly toxic blue gas in many kinds of fireworks. This blue gas has been reported in all 50 states, including Alaska and Hawaii. In addition, this blue gas has transformed people into vicious creatures attacking and killing anyone on sight. You can easily identify these creatures by the following characteristics: red, white, or blue skin, razor-sharp teeth and claws, extreme muscle mass, superhuman speed and strength, red, white, or blue glowing eyes, extreme attraction to noise and light, can grow from up to 50 to 100 feet tall, and pose extreme homicidal aggression to anyone, showing no mercy whatsoever. Americans have been brutally murdered by these creatures, now called American monsters, in many ways. These monsters have beaten, bitten, mauled, scratched, or mutilated their victims. These creatures are no longer human. I repeat, these creatures are no longer human. My advice for the American people goes as follows: seek an underground shelter immediately. Go into an interior room, preferably a basement or a room with as little entrances to the outside world. Stay away from windows, doors, and outside walls. Close, lock, and barricade all windows and doors with heavy furniture, as these creatures can easily break in an unbarricaded door or window. Turn off all lights. Turn off all heating and air conditioning systems. Close all fireplace dampers, and seal all cracks on doors and windows with tape or damp towels. Take essential supplies for your shelter, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a first aid kit, a fully charged cell phone, phone chargers, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries for the duration of this emergency, with the backlight and sound level on your electronic devices as low as possible, as these creatures are extremely attracted to noise and light. Do not go outside whatsoever. If you do so, you will be brutally murdered by these creatures. If you are caught outside, you will be immediately executed by the military. The National Guard has been dispatched throughout the entire country to kill these creatures. If one or more of these creatures break in your home, use armed protection by any means. This includes lethal force. Do not approach or make contact with these creatures. I repeat, do not approach or make contact with these creatures, as they are considered extremely dangerous and will brutally murder anyone on sight. Please do not panic. Panicking will only make the situation worse than it already is. As a country, we will kill these creatures once and for all, end this crisis, and get our country back to normal. We have no reason to fall to these creatures, as we are the strongest country in the world. We will come back as one nation, under God. Thank you for listening to this message, and God bless America.
That was a message from a representative of the President. We now return to the emergency alert system. This concludes activations of the emergency alert system. Normal programming may now resume. This is an emergency action termination. This is an all-clear message. The creatures, called American monsters, that were terrorizing the United States, have been killed by the military, and everyone may exit their shelters at this time. Please be aware that there is massive damage throughout the entire country, and it may take a while to rebuild everything and get back to normal. If your shelter was destroyed, call 911 and the National Guard, if possible, will take you to the nearest military base. All broadcasts will now be handed over to state and local officials. Repeating, the creatures have been killed, and everyone may exit their shelters. This concludes all operations under the emergency alert system. Regular programming will now resume. Your government thanks you for your cooperation during this emergency.